Hello dear students, welcome to our physics online class. I am your physics teacher. How are you all? I hope all are good and fine at your houses. Dear students, in the last class we were discussed about the equations of a motion, and also we solved some problems related to equations of a motion. So whatever the concept is there, the types of motion, or in your textbook they given as a uniform circular motion. So this is a last concept of your first chapter, that is motion. So I hope all are understood all the theories and problems which I solved in the previous videos. So in this class we have to discuss different types of motions with a example, and also we have to discuss particular cases of a uniform circular motion. So first one, types of a motion. So types of a motion, the first motion we are calling as a translatory motion. Translatory motion. So translatory motion is nothing but the object which moves along a straight line, that we are calling as a translatory motion. The objects moves along straight line. Straight line is called an translatory motion. So this motion is also calling as a rectilinear motion. So what you are discussed in a 6th standard. So just I will give the definition and the example. So you can use the example for the translatory motion is a motion of a bus along a straight road. Yes, moving bus. Moving bus along a straight road. Along a straight road is called is the example for the translatory motion. Or a march past of soldiers is also example for the translatory motion. So second one is a circular motion. Circular motion. So its name itself is indicating that a circular. So the object which moves in a circular path, that type, such type of the motions we are calling as a circular motion. So example for the circular motion is clock, fan, rotating fan is at the example for the circular motion. So if you observe the clock, so whatever the hands of the clocks are there, so whatever the hands of a clock is there, those hands will move in a circular path. Yes, so like this, or like this they move in a circular path. And fan, so fan is also rotate, wings of a fan is also rotating in a circular path. So third one, vibrational motion. Vibrational motion. So the object which shows true and fro motion of an object is called a vibrational motion. So example for the vibrational motion is a swing, movement of a branches of a tree. Movement of branches of a tree. So these are the example for the vibrational motion. So object shows a to and fro motion. To and fro motion. To and fro motion is nothing but they are going to fix at a fixed point, and they are moving forward and backward direction. So that we are calling as a to and fro motion. So swing we calling as a jokali. Just you observe the swing. That swing is going to fix at a particular point, and for this we have a udge. Yes, that this rope is fixed for this hook, and this whatever the plate is there or a wood is there, that wood is only starts to move. So that is an example for the vibrational motion. And a movement of the branches of a tree. So when the air is coming from the trees, so you can observe whatever the branches of the trees are there, they are going to showing a 2 and a 4 motion, or a backward and a forward movement we can observe. And a pendulum. So pendulum is also one of the example for the vibrational motion. This vibrational motion is also calling as an oscillatory motion. So vibrational motion and oscillatory motions both are same. So here these are the main 3 types of motions which we are commonly going to observe. So next concept is a uniform circular motion. This is your actual syllabus. Uniform circular motion. So here in the types of a motion, we know the definition of a circular motion. What is the definition of a circular motion? A circular motion is the motion with the object which moves in a circular path, that we are calling as a circular motion. So but here we have a new word, that is a uniform. So what is meant by a uniform? We already know about the uniform motion, yes, and a non-uniform motion. So its name itself is indicating that when the objects are moving in a uniform speed or a uniform circular motion, that we are calling as a uniform circular motion. So just I will write the object which moves in a uniform circular path, that we are calling as a uniform circular motion. So here whenever the object is under the moving condition, so whatever the velocity is that velocity is going to changes. So when the velocity is going to changes, automatically its acceleration is also going to changes. We already know in the first class. So when the objects are under the moving condition, the velocity changes. When there is a change in the velocity, we can observe the acceleration. So when the objects are under the moving condition, both the magnitude and the directions of an objects are going to changes under the physical quantity, velocity and direction. So here how the velocity and the direction of an changes, or how many times the velocity and directions of an object is going to change. So here I will take one example. So here in this example, athletic is the athletic is moving in a rectangular shape path track. Okay, athletic rectangular shape ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ track ಅಲ್ಲಿ move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. So first he starts running from a point A, where this is a first, and he is moving towards the point B. When he reaches a point B, he changes its direction towards the point C. So first one direction he is moving, and he is changing a second direction. So when he reaches a point C, again he changes and moves towards the point D. This time his direction is changes 3 times. So the point, when the athletic is at the point D, again he moves towards the point A, again his direction is going to changes. You observe that whatever the athletic is moving in a rectangular shape, he is changing his direction 4 times. Yes or no? A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. So he is changing his direction 4 times. So like that, if it is moving in a pentagonal, yes, pentagonal. So P, Q, R, S, T. Here how many times he is changing? Yes, obviously 5 times he is changing his direction. If it is moving in a hexagonal, hexa means 6. Yes, many times? Here 5 times, here 6 times, here 4 times. The athletic is changing its direction. So how we can identify means a number of sides. How many number of sides is there for a track? Based on that we can say that number of or that much at that time number of object or sorry athletic changes its direction. So here the athletic is moves in a circular path. If the athlete is moving in a circular track or a circular path, how many times his direction is changes? Can you identify the change in the direction of an athletic in a circular path? No, we can't say. Why means, so whatever the circle is there, this circle is consist of a number of points. Yes. So many number of points is there. So we can't count the number of points on that circle. So for each and every point, the direction of an object or a is going to changes. So we can't count how many times the direction of an athletic is going to changes. So this is called as an infinite. It's called as an infinite. We can't say a direction. Yes, we can't say the direction in which direction we are living. Otherwise you can take one thread and just tie it to with take a stone and tie it by a thread and starts to rotate it. It is moving in a circular path. So we can't say the direction of an object when we are going to leave that thread. So the object is moves along a straight line. So if you are living at this point, the object is moves here, and if you lose it at this point, the object is moves in a relieved path. Sorry, relieved force. ನೀವು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಸೀದಾ ಅದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ how many times the direction of an object is going to changes when the objects are under the circular motion. So this is very very important. So why we can't say the direction of an motion in a circular path means because the circular motion or a circular path is consist of so many directions. So that's why we can't say a particular direction. So then uniform circular motion or speed. So the object moves with uniform speed in a circular path is called uniform speed. Is called uniform speed. Is called uniform speed. So here how we can calculate the speed of an object whenever the objects are under the circular motion. So here we have a formula V is equal to 2 pi r divided by t. So wherever the 2 pi r is, that is the circumference of the circle, and divided by a time t. So by using this formula we can find the velocity of a moving object when the objects are under the circular motion. So if the objects are moving along the straight line, we are using the formula V is equal to u plus at. Yes, by this formula we can find out the velocity. If the objects are moving along a circular path, we can use the formula that is V is equal to 2 pi r by t, where 2 pi r is the circumference of a circle. We know the value of pi, that is 3.142, otherwise 22 by 7 we can substitute, and they will give a r and t. By those given values we can calculate the velocity of a moving object in a circular path. I hope all are understand the types of motion and uniform circular motion. So you have to remember the formulas. So velocity formula, acceleration formula, speed formula, different equations of motion, and the velocity of an object moving in a circular path. So up to here, whatever the theory part is there for the first chapter, that is going to complete. So still we have a 5 to 6 in-text question and a 10 exercise questions. Those questions we have to discuss in the next videos. I hope all are understood this concept. If you feel any difficulty, you can ask me at any time. Send your message to if you feel any difficulty, if you have any doubt, you send your doubt to my personal number for a WhatsApp. Yes, thank you.